They said they've never seen a train wreck like this. Well, they haven't seen this then. Miss Michelle, I take no offense to that, because I admit, this show is this show. You haven't been around long if you haven't seen a train wreck like this. 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 Alright. Firing on all 2 cylinders. This lawnmower is ready to go. With no thing in the background. I'll never get that right. Now I'm gonna set up shop right in front of you so you can see how we roll. This is grow-mercial. This is what you call it. Alright guys, so we're gonna kick it. We're gonna talk about all the crazy stuff going on in the world. Is the sound good? Is there an echo still? I don't have an effect on, so if there's an echo, tell me. Is there still an echo? There's no echo. Okay. I think I found the problem. Sort of. Now is there an echo? Okay, so there should be no echo. There should be 0 echo. People that are saying turn off the echo, there is no echo. There is no effects, there's no nothing. How about now? Do you guys hear an echo? And it looks like there is. Let's see, what's going on with that? All right, now, is there an echo? We're going to get this fixed. We got a lot of new stuff. Is there an echo? Bam, boom, got an echo. Robert Jones says not as bad. No echo now. All right, problem solved. Let's get the music rolling. All right. Well, this stream is just going into the trash can. All right, let's see. Can you guys just make sure? Can we hear music? Is there no echo? I think I figured it out. Now I'm going to sing a beautiful song to you, my viewers, to say sorry for the echo. This is my echo sorry song. I just really want you guys to know I care. Echo, you're supposed to be on purpose. It's supposed to do that when I want to. Is that good? Okay. Shauna, you are live on the air.
I hope I'm not.
You are. So, am I echoing? Is that what's going on?
Okay.
Just you called me for a reason. So am I echoing or not?
Okay, so I actually didn't. I'm echoing in my ear, actually.
Okay.
Well, I didn't see that. I'm actually echoing in my ear pretty bad.
Is the show echoing?
I didn't see the show. It wasn't coming back on for me, so I saw that there were only 6 people in the chat, and I fast-forwarded.
Oh, well, I started a whole new show. Nobody's in that show. That's why.
Okay. And it's echoing really bad in my ear.
And somebody said I froze. Okay, the echo's gone. You're hearing an echo because you're calling me, and it's going through a system and picking you back up.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yes. So everybody's hearing you call me, and you're on the wrong stream.
Well, that makes sense.
Yes, there's 982 people watching this train wreck.
Fantastic. That's
and
awesome.
You interrupted my echo song, and people said, please stop. So I stopped.
Oh, well, I apologize for that.
Yeah, that's okay. But just to test call volume, are you good?
Yeah, the call volume sounds great, except for me hearing my voice and your voice twice in my ear.
But are you watching the show?
Well, let me check. I was obviously not on the correct stream, so I will get onto the correct stream.
There's a button called refresh. Kiki Ann says, she sounds good on our end. Justin True says, echo gone.
Oh, that's a good... Oh, I'm hearing you again. Oh, gosh.
Joe Roberts said, show is good. No, it's not. Why the stupid hurts. Other stream hit 2.4 thousand
I'm hearing you 3 times. Okay,
tubes.
Great. Yes, it sounds good. It sounds good. I had to pause you because it...
Wow. That's incredible.
I can't even hear which one. I'm hearing so many different U's. I can't tell.
Okay, just spin around in a circle and touch your nose.
Okay, hold on. It's gonna. I touch my nose.
No.
I'm spinning around and it.
No. Don't touch your nose, then spin. Spin, then touch your nose.
Hold on, I'm catching up.
Let me know when you're done.
Hold on, I'm catching up. I'm hearing it 5 times.
Okay. All right. Goodbye, Shauna.
Okay, I feel like I'm spinning. Thank you.
All right. Goodbye, Shauna. Thank you.
Okay. Bye. Thanks.
For nothing. Interruptions in songs are absolutely horrible. Thank you guys for sticking with me through all of these kind of streams. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, we're going to open up the phone calls. My box is gone. Don't know why I said that out loud. But I had a box with something very cool. All right, let's see. And I think it's because it doesn't exist anymore, huh? Okay, we've got our first caller. Turning off the stupid music. All right. Okay. I don't see a park ID on this. So we're just going to start calls. Screw it. We're going to go. This is going to be a, I don't know. I'll leave it on there. I'll just say test show. Okay, let's see. All right. So it looks like Matt is next up. I don't know what happened to the other thing. Maybe I closed it. It's basically going to show you who's calling next, and more people will be able to get through. All right. I'll have, 2,500 people in the chat, and then something like this happens. Okay, let's go to here. Boom, boom. Okay. And Okay, so it looks like that one is not there anymore. So next caller, remember, the phone number now is 224400 MARF, or I believe it's 6273. So all you have to remember is 224400 MARF. If you don't have it on your touchtone, it is 6723. All right. Let's see. Let's get this. I'll edit this while we get some callers in here. And yeah. Looks like we lost Matt. And I'm going to go over the articles I pulled up. There's some good stuff in here. But we had to basically get this call-in system in. For this call-in system, I had to change all the audio, hence the train wreck of a show. But it won't be like that for long. You guys are watching a live show. We make mistakes as you see them. So I thank you. But on the other hand, we'll be able to get out information live. There's going to be so many different things. Just so you guys know, obviously we have groups all over the country that are forming, meeting, and actually preparing for whatever might come their way. So that's the great thing. Let's see. Here we go. We've got this on here now. We're going to be able to see this. It is going to be awesome. Thank you. Jane 25449, can we get to business, please? I'm going to wait an extra 5 minutes just because of that comment. I'm just kidding. Okay. Let's see. And can't get to business unless you have everything set up. We're trying to do this so it's actually faster and more efficient. Hello, you are live on Marfoogle TV.
Hello.
Hello. Is this Amber?
Yes.
All right, and the topic is choppers. Did you see some helicopters, or what's going on?
Yes, we live by a National Guard armory, and today there was a bunch of helicopters out doing some training exercises. And normally it's on Facebook, like when they're going to do training exercises. So it was kind of odd that there was nothing, publicized about it. And then they were just around today.
Okay, and then what could you identify what kind of choppers, or you just knew that they were military?
No, we just knew that they were military.
And how many were there?
There was at least 2 or 3.
Okay, all right, let's see. And you're in California, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So is that something that you normally don't see, and you said you're not by a base, or you are?
We are by a National Guard armory.
Do they even have an airfield there, or is that something that, or they have like a couple things there? I guess they would, helipads are easy to put anywhere, so, I mean, did it look like they were just doing a drill? The thing is a lot of people have been seeing the helicopters now. When I start getting concerned is when I get mass emails. There was a time about 3 months ago where I saw 50 emails out of like 60, and they were all like, hey, I'm seeing, all these helicopters. When all of these things flood in and it's from all over the country, that shows me. And then if I go to the news, usually I can say, okay, there's this huge drill, or, there was this or that. But when there is no drill or nothing publicized about it, you're like, what are they doing? So
exactly.
But yeah, so Amber, I guess I would ask, if you see that kind of stuff, I'm going to ask the entire Foogle fam, have your phone ready. Most phones have a button you can double tap and get the camera open, and then we're going to have a system so you can send pictures in, and we can actually have them scroll at the end of the show. So that's going to be pretty cool. As far as
awesome.
Viewer powered. So it looks like you have another minute and a half. I guess you want to say anything else?
Nope, that's it. I enjoyed the new phone system. It was really awesome, and we love the show.
All right, cool. And I believe it is option 4. Was it option 4 that you pressed, right?
I think so. 3 or 4, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, Amber. You have a great night. Be safe, be prepared, and Marf out. All right. Just so you know, I have one of my admins helping me behind the scenes, so I'm going to get the thing popped up so you guys will be able to see the next caller, who they are. If you guys are calling the system, again, it's 224-400-MARF. And let me see. Okay, we have on deck is Rose. She is out of Tennessee. Her topic is solar storm in the northern hemisphere. Okay, let's see. Hello, you are live on Marfoogle TV. Is this Rose?
Yes, it is. Hey, Adam.
Hey.
I've called before, but we just got off, like me and like 6 or 7 of my friends. We were trying to Skype with Shauna, and then my friend Vance called her. There's a solar storm on the northern hemisphere, and the guy that I have right now with me on Skype is wanting to talk to you about that. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Am I going to be able to hear him, or?
Yeah, you will.
Okay.
Okay. Can you hear him? Go ahead, Harlan. Try it again.
Not very good. You know,
Try a little louder.
what we can do is I can actually park you, and then we can, if he can call that number, he can get directly to my admin, and then my admin can patch him directly through. Do you want to do that?
Okay.
I'm gonna park you back on the holding line, and then I'm gonna try to get my admin to find a way to connect you guys. Okay.
Okay.
All
Well,
right.
Shauna was supposed to call you as well.
Okay. Well, we'll see if we can do that.
Your call is...
Okay, and they are parked on star 816. All right, let's see. Okay, first I'm going to get this loaded up so you guys can see this. Again, once I get this stuff set up, you guys won't have to deal with watching all this crap. This is going to be pretty awesome. Thanks, Keith Wood Flags, for putting that up in there. Let me edit this real quick. I do have a couple thank yous to say. Once you guys see what we're doing, it's going to be really, really awesome. We're going to be able to organize all of the information that's coming. We're going to be able to get it out. There's a lot of you guys that are helping. This is literally going in the right direction. I know that, half the time this show is pretty messed up, but it has definitely come a long way from my first show. And we've had to have nights like this to improve things. So, with that being said, there's a lot of really bad things happening now as well. Now, they said that they have some information on a solar flare, but let's see. Okay, let's go down here. Okay. And the heck is it? That is unfortunate. Okay, let's see. I'm going to do this right now. All right. Okay. Don't know why it's not doing it, but whatever. Okay, we'll figure that out later. And let's see. Okay. All right, so it looks like we've got Dirt from Kansas. And his topic is prepare. Hello, you are live on Marfoogle TV. This is Marfoogle.
Hey, Marf. Great to be on. I appreciate you getting the phone situation figured out. I was trying to get a hold of you yesterday. It's kind of difficult.
The problem is that, so many people were getting rejected and people weren't getting their info through. We missed somebody who had an actual document that predicted what happened with Pelosi 6 hours before.
Oh, yeah?
6 hours before the AP got it. So we're actually having real journalists call in and try to get information to me. I'm not even getting it. So, and then it's crazy. There's a lot of real people that watch this show, law enforcement, police, military. So we needed to get this in line. So again, this is a big deal. Not to mention there's a lot of things going in military right now. We are doing big stuff. There's a lot of things going on. So go ahead.
Yeah, no, we love watching you every night, me and my girlfriend here. Glad to make it on. I just had a couple of quick prepper tips for folks. Rice and beans are great, but you might want to consider ghee butter because it's a shelf-stable butter that you can keep long-term along with powdered eggs. And a fire piston, if you want to look into that, it uses compressed air instead of fuel to light fires. You could also look up the hobo stove, which you can just coil up corrugated cardboard in a can and you can use wax or vegetable oil or anything, and it makes a pretty good cook service. And then I had one other thing, I forget what it was. Oh yeah. You can get the big Crisco 6-pound canisters of vegetable shortening, and you can just stick 2 candlesticks down in there, and they say that it'll burn 8 hours a day for 72 days. So just a couple of tips for folks out there getting started prepping. Those are probably all pretty handy.
No, I think that's great. So you said you and your girlfriend watched. How long have you been a part of the fam? Do you go by Dirt on...
Since Hot Musket, pretty much.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, is there anything else you want to say? You have about a minute and a half left.
I think we're good. My girlfriend in Discord, you can find her under Shelbert4718. Other than that, yeah, I think that's all I had for you, but love the show and appreciate you doing what you're doing.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You bet. Have a great night.
You too. All right. So it looks like we have on deck Harley. Okay, great. He connected us. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is going to be really freaking cool. All right. You are live on Marfoogle TV.
Adam, this is Harley. How you doing tonight?
Good. So is this the solar storm gentleman that she was trying to connect us to?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I just had a warning posted to me from the Goddard Space Station. We got a G1 warning of a solar storm impacting the northern hemisphere at the 65-degree latitude on our nighttime side. As we rotate around to the daytime side, that latitude that this storm is impacting will drop closer down to the middle of the United States.
Okay, so I just picked up something here. It says G1 warning in effect. Let's see if this is current. It should show for the 21st, 22nd. Oh, this is for right now. This says January 22nd.
This is why your show is messing up right now.
Very well could be. So
yes, sir.
So just for the common person and for myself, G1, how are these things rated? How are the actual solar storms rated?
They're rated on G1 to G4, G4 being major impactual fire damage. If we look at the Carrington event of the 1800s, that was a G1, where the telegraph wires caught fire, things such as that. Now, we are on the antipode side of the Earth from the solar storm that is incoming, and it is wrapping around the top of the Earth, and we're getting the light effect. As we rotate around to the day side, these effects could increase. The warning that I just got is major satellite impact, major circuitry impact, and so on.
Okay, so but G1 in general is the lowest out of the ranking systems. Is there anything below G1 as far as like is there? There's probably always stuff like that, right?
No, G1 is worth warning. G2 is G1 and G2 can impact electrical grids through America real quick.
Somebody in chat, or SC says, these happen all the time. Is that true?
It is true. It is true, but it happens to the sides of Earth. It doesn't impact Earth directly, such as this one.
Okay, so the difference between this and obviously a lot of them that kind of whiz by us, which I have heard of that as far as they kind of hit this side, that side. This is hitting directly, like straight on.
Straight on.
Okay, so if this was a G4 and it hit us straight on, this would be a disaster. Is that something that?
Oh, absolute disastrous with fires breaking out.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm glad that it's not a G4. I thank you for that information. Is there anything else you would like to say as far as there's not really preparing for this kind of thing unless you have.
There's not. And you were having troubles with your show. I was actually seeing 3 of you on the screen, and I got the warning not 3 minutes after that. That's why we called in.
Okay. Well, there's not much we can do about it, but we will try to get that done. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
You have a great night. Be safe. Be prepared. And Marf out. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay. Let's go like this. You guys are going to see some behind the scenes. Let's see. Bam, bam. Okay. Alt. All right. Let's see. I know you guys are seeing this go on. Let's see. Sorry about that. Boom, boom. You guys get to see the magic behind the myth. Boom. Okay, and then this way, what this is this is live, and my admin can actually tell us messages, can tell me things. Like there's an echo, things like this. He can type live. Hey, can you say hi, Frogger? Just type in next caller. If it's still connected. Who knows? And then we're working on all of the different things that are happening, so this is going to be really cool. All right. Well, if you do see it, you can go ahead and say something. Okay. Looks like on deck, retired military Matt from Pittsburgh. So let's get Matt from Pittsburgh, retired military in. Boom.
Matt?
Hello, you are live from Marfoogle TV. Make sure to turn me off in the background.
Hey, brother, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing great. Hey, I was actually stationed out in Fort Hood, Texas, back under Obama, but dealing with EMPs and whatnot, I just want everybody to be prepared because you never know if you have a solar minimum or a solar maximum. But Faraday cage and whatnot, you can buy Faraday bags on eBay, cheap as hell, large size bags. Store all your electronics into it, and it will protect everything. I have all my stuff together into it, and but everybody should be prepared because you never know.
You basically never know what's going to happen, and
yeah.
So we stress that a lot. That is like pretty much the main purpose of this show. I appreciate that. So you said you're retired military. What was your rank when you were in?
I was an 84. I was in the 64th MP company. I was there under Obama when the shooting happened with the soldiers that got killed in Fort Hood.
Okay, I remember that. What year was that? That was like 2000.
8 or 9.
Yep, right after his first inauguration or something.
Inauguration. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Okay.
This was right after I got injured in Iraq, and I came home because we had multiple MP units in Fort Hood, because we only had 4 MP units at the time, but like 2 of them were deployed to either Iraq or Afghanistan, and we had 1 on rear D at the time. And I got injured a couple of months before the shooting actually happened, and I was in Fort Hood when that shooting actually did happen.
Now, since you were there, so were you close to it? Did you have anybody around it, or?
I was on base. I was on base. We were the only rear D unit that was called out with the SWAT team and whatnot, since all the other MP units were already downrange.
Okay, all right. Well, that sounds like it was pretty scary, any kind of situation like that. Well, I appreciate the sentiment, and of course saying getting prepared is definitely needed right now. I don't think people realize that. So, or I guess my fans do, but you know, we've really got to get ready like now. So that's why we have an aggressive goal now. Like, we're talking 6 months. We're getting ready. We're getting as many people ready as possible.
Here's the thing. DHS has put out the warning for the 6 months, but the thing is, if an EMP happens, there are over like 200 nuclear power plants. If power does go out, there's no way that DHS or anybody else will be able to stop the cooling rods from overheating at that point. Yeah. And like, I don't want to be fear mongering about that, but like, oh shit, what's that? What's that? There's a training center, either in New York and New Jersey area, where the DHS just recently did some training for a scenario where like a blackout situation happened, where they tried to restart a fake reactor, in a sense, to see if it was possible. But since there are so many different nuclear power plants all over the United States, there's no way that anybody else can get to each individual nuclear reactor without all of them going down.
Well,
so have your potassium iodine.
What he's talking about too is a possibility, and you know, that's one thing that we wanted to cover on Marfoogle Reports, as far as you can go ahead, iodine, things like that, for afterwards. And you want to wash the clothes that you're in. You want to take off the clothes you're wearing. If you got anything on you, you want to shower immediately. That's what they do in these HDS, human domain solution drills. They actually basically...
You're all correct.
Yep.
Yes.
Put you in the shower, get everything off of you, because it's exponential, the amount of... basically, what happens when a bomb goes off, you need to get everything off of you.
And don't look at the blast area, because your eyes would be fried. I'm just saying that in general.
No.
You know what I mean? Like,
by the way, you say that, but you say like everybody knows that, right? If you talk to a lot of people, they don't know that. And people's first reaction is to look at the blast. If you look at the blast, you are going to be blind.
Dry your eyes.
That's why you see all those old movies
You'll
of
go
them
blind.
watching. They have those big old crazy looking goggles, like welding goggles. I mean, that is as powerful as the sun. Well, thank you. We have reached time. I really appreciate your call. And again, if you're active or retired military, get a hold of us. We have a group pretty much in every state now. So I appreciate you. Would love to talk to you later. Thank you. Be safe, be prepared, and Marf out. Okay, so on deck we have Rip Curl. And Rip Curl was actually a guest on Marfoogle Reports, I believe. Let's get him on here. Let's see. Bam. Hello, Rip Curl. Are you there?
Yeah. Hey, how you doing there, Marv?
Good.
Hey, I just wanted to say, first off, I got you. Hey, I just wanted to start off with saying I want everybody to really realize just how lucky we are to have somebody like you, who is really, I mean, every day, it really seems like you're busting your butt here to make this thing better and better and better. I mean, like, the phone system is amazing. It is professional. You've got somebody helping you behind the scenes. Shauna's coming through. The show today was amazing. There was people talking about just exactly how much information they were getting and everything from it. So
just to
I mean, we really are
describe,
lucky. You're not just a radio show. You're more than that.
well, so describe what was the phone system like when you called? Just first impressions.
With just like any other radio show type of deal that I've been on. They put you in a queue. Frogger, first time I've talked to him, awesome to hear him, was doing a great job.
Yeah, this is amazing. So basically, you call, you press the option to get through to the show. If you can call, we're gonna have it set up so you can leave phone messages after the show. The thing is people were seeing this show like it was live, and there was no message saying that we might not be, and there's no way to set that. So it's like people were calling all day, every day, and thinking, I'm getting rejected by this guy. And they don't realize, one, it's not live, and two, that, there is nobody's checking that. So now we'll have an answering machine. It's all set up.
Oh, yeah, they won't feel that way at all now, because honestly, what they don't know, and they will when they start calling in, is there are even options. Say they did call and it wasn't live. There are options that you have on there for reporting things, getting you messages, urgent things, military things. I mean, it was awesome. I was blown away, actually. So I know I called to talk about a little something different, but I had to mention that because, I mean, you're doing following through with everything you say you're going to, and that's something that nobody else is doing. Plus, you're building a family. I mean, it's awesome.
Well, yeah. And so you were a guest on Marfoogle Reports. Shauna's been running basically daily pre-show classes on all this stuff. We've had Celestial Piper, which again, I have to say, God bless you. Thank you so much for making that painting. If you guys remember my old red, awesome gas mask logo, she ended up painting that, and it's a big painting. Absolutely gorgeous. I just wanted to say thank you again for that. And then, but they had an episode all about kind of the creators and the creative people in the group. Adventure Mate was on. There was, the gentleman who was talking about all the knives and all of these things. And then what was your subject, Rip Curl? I can't remember. You were not the knife guy, right?
No, I was actually right at the beginning part. I did the initial Zoom thing that came through, and then I did a show with Shauna on. I do a staged type of bug out bag that is. It kind of goes from a bug in type of box and then breaks down into different size bags all within inside that, so that you have 72-hour, 24-hour, and like 3-week bag, depending on what the situation is and where you find yourself breaking down, and etc.
Okay, yeah, no, that was great. The thing is that now we've had so many guests on that channel that it's pretty awesome. We're getting lots of information out. People are actually taking notes, like sitting there and taking notes. So nobody can say that we are not actually helping the community prepare. These are real people with real talents, and they're really actually teaching how to prepare. This channel is, again, to kind of bring people in the door. Once they're in the door, we have plenty of resources. We are trying to give away stuff. People don't realize we're negative now. We're spending money to run this show, and I don't ever ask for money. I'm not asking for money. We are doing this, and it's only possible because of the Marfoogle family. So I just really appreciate all you guys. I really do. I can't tell you enough.
Well, speaking of which, too, that you were mentioning about the helping out people and stuff like that, it is going to help them be prepared for things coming up. And speaking of that, too, I have a couple packages that are going to go out. I've been going through my gear, finding extras of things I thought I didn't have and so forth. And I'm just throwing them in a box, and I'm going to be shipping them off to you guys. And for other people that may not be able to have those things in their gear. So, and I encourage everybody else to do that, because we all do that. We look for something and can't find it and go down and buy another one. And then later on we find, oh, there's 12 of them. So, we really encourage people doing that.
No, that's totally true. So Rip Curl, I know your topic that you said you wanted to talk about was war and such. So what do you think? What is going on in your eyes?
Well, I'll just hit on it real quick, because I know the time limits and everything, but I just don't think, I hope everybody's really paying attention to exactly everything that's going on. I was actually shocked. I know a long time ago they talked about the U.S. was going to be in 7 different wars over a period of time. and really we only had one more to be in, and that's with, you know, I ran to the store. And, you know, that's actually, I was so shocked when I heard that one of our friends has been bombing that place. And of course,
that's today, correct?
I have a feeling going to get us involved.
Something happened today with them. Let's try to say, I ran to the store or something.
Okay.
That's a big one. So look, Israeli News Live reported that somebody just attacked them, or they just attacked. It says, this was yesterday maybe. Israel strikes Iran.
Right.
All three of those freaking words are things I'm not supposed to say. Isn't that funny? That sentence is like the only word I can say is in. So whatever, you know, but yeah.
Well, our I allies went and hit our I not allies. And of course, who knows if that's going to drag us in, but that is the last one that has to come about. And then, you know, the other thing that's coming about, of course, is, you know, we're looking at, you know, the things that were made in China, and they're now wanting to go and take the things away from things that are made in Taiwan. And then the funniest thing is now the call centers in India, China wants to take those too. And it's all happening. And then if we want to talk about down south where we're involved, and I'm afraid we're getting a little spread out, you know, I took a trip down to Venezuela once, and, you know, there's things going on down there that are really funky.
So just real quick, I want you to know you're at 7 minutes, but I do want to, because I'm going over limit because I blabbed, but I do want to say, I just want to let people know, I'm going to try to stick to that 5 minutes. But for you, I do want to ask you a question. What do you think about the announcement that they are cutting our Navy in half? So I'll just show you guys. Let's see. I have it pulled up here. It says the U.S. Army may cut nearly half of its already underappreciated naval fleet. So what do you think about this, or have you heard about this?
Wow, that's actually, that's the thing. There's so much going on distracting us, and they're all valid, that Correct. I didn't really even hear about that. But that's kind of where I'm talking about is okay, if we get cut like that, and we're already spreading ourselves pretty thin, I mean, there are other people that have done that in the past, and that's been the demise of, you know, their forward motion, say. And I don't know. I think it's really scary, especially with everything that's going on right now. I would just say, like that one guy said earlier about being prepared and stuff like that, as far as like the chemical warfare and stuff like that. I don't think it's beyond getting things like, you know, NBC suits and masks and things like that, and learning how to use them. They're not expensive and so forth like that. And that's why I think the channel that you're doing is so appropriate, because, I mean, one of the warnings that was given was, you know, I ran to the store, said that if anybody ever if us pokes them, that's going to be the end. And that was basically said.
What's funny is, so if people don't know the clip we're all talking about, or I mean, the years before half of these happened, the guy said, well, I think it was, what was the gentleman's name that clip has gone famous. It's been used by every documentary. It's like him saying, well, he pulled me aside and he gave me this memo and he said, well, there's a plan to basically go to war with 7 countries in 7 years. He's like, it was like Israel, you know, it was, you know.
Well, it was all of them that we've been in.
All of them we've been in. Libya, this, that, you know, listed off the whole thing. Afghanistan, Iraq, blah, 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 you know. And now the final one, the only one we haven't been in is Iran. And now it's all happened, as he said, even before the other half were fulfilled. So this gentleman was right. Like this, do you see how they do long-term plans and they play them out? People don't understand that. You know, that we look like crazies because we're saying that this is all part of a bigger plan. Look at what happened. They told us. They showed us. They had a plan for 7 countries in 7 years, and basically they did it. They did exactly that.
Well, and that's what makes me, when you talk about pre-planning like that, That's what makes me worry about things, even as simple as the distraction that's going on right now with the whole wall thing like that. And I mean, first off, all of us should be absolutely furious that our tax dollars are going to fly anybody and their family members anywhere. I mean, in my opinion, at this point right now, they should all be fired and replaced. And we move forward with what we need to do and get business done. But even at that, they still went off and flew to one of the places instead of working and getting the job done like they should be for us. But the thing that frightens me about that, because they do plan so far out in advance, is I hope everybody realizes that if something happens to our leader and our secondary leader, that leaves the one person who's really a problem right now in control.
No, I think you're completely correct. So,
hey, just to let you go too, because I know you got your minute or your time there. I just wanted to say too, on a local thing, because I care about us on the West Coast here, well, everybody in the United States, but I know you're really big on that subduction zone. Did you see that there was some action going on in that actually caused a lady to write into Mr. MBB333, I think his channel is, or something like that, where it actually caused ripples on the water?
Yeah, the boxes, the squares. Is that what you're talking about? In the water? It caused
a weird
design.
This one lady actually took a video where she said no boats passed by at all, and it was in like a tributary or something she was on, and it just happened to coincide with that action going on at the same time as that action that was going on in the subduction zone, and he was saying that she had video, and it was causing like ripples, like when a boat goes by and leaves a wake. But they were different. They were all real even, almost like when you take a drop of water in the center and they're all really even, yet there was nothing. There was no boats, no nothing.
This guy puts out so many videos that I get quoted. So many people send me his stuff. He's kind of like the Secure Team 10 of the generic, like, truther stuff, because he gets all sorts of videos. The thing is if you guys want to see more videos on this channel, collectively, everybody needs to take the videos and send them in. Then I'll be able to show them.
That's the one right there. The one you got on there where it says
right here,
geological event on the subduction zone. That's the one.
See, it's hard to show.
Neural networks are getting smarter. With training, an image recognition
everybody
network can recognize things almost as well as a human
mega
can.
thrust fault.
But can you trick a neural network? Computers aren't programmed to look for fur, teeth, or ears.
He's not
By
like
deconstructing how a neural network responds to different
people
inputs, we can find the often strange patterns it uses to recognize objects.
There's a lot of
Once we have the right pattern,
now,
we can use it to trick the network.
I'm very
brilliant,
careful.
break questions like this down to the
people get permission first.
Monday,
well, thank you so much. We have Brett on deck. You have a great night.
Next video is an observation
you too, brother.
And again, thank you for being on the show and everything.
3 days ago,
so thank you.
Right in the middle of the Cascadia subduction zone up here in the Pacific.
Okay, so we're gonna get Breck on deck.
And anytime we see
we're gonna get Breck on
geological events, and that's what I'm calling this,
just to show you,
I don't know what else to call it.
This fascinates me though. If it's about Cascadia, I will pause for
the
this.
Cascadia subduction zone is a megathrust fault that extends for 1,000 kilometers all the way from Vancouver down to Northern California. In fact, I'm going to take you to the area on Google Earth that this observation was made, which was right here. Here's the map of the subduction zone.
So if you guys want to watch the rest of that video, this is something that I would definitely, if you're on the West Coast, watch. There was a couple months ago, we had a really big scare, and the government thought that the Cascadia was going to go. And if they thought it was going to go 2 months ago, then they know it's about to come anytime. This is what I predict is going to be the first thing to hit. The West Coast is going to go, and then everything follows. Financially, it's going to be bad. So, this is something to watch. Make sure to go over to Mr. BBB. I can never say what his name is because I don't know if it's Mr. BRB. I don't. Yeah. All right. Let's see. And let's get Brett on the phone. Hello, Brett. You are live on Marfoogle TV.
Oh my God, I got through.
You did. Did you have a good experience getting through?
Yes, it was. Very professional.
Okay. All right. So, what is going on, Brett? It looks like I have a blank topic here. What's going on?
I've been following you for a while, Mark, ever since you were looking into the Walmart FEMA camps and stuff, and I love your show. I love what you're doing. I'm a witness of the Lord, and I'm here to send a message.
Okay, well, send away.
Well, the Holy Spirit woke me up. It's been over 4 years now, and I woke up to the whole FEMA camp thing and everything going on, and it put kind of a fear in my heart, and I prayed to the Lord and asked Him for forgiveness and guidance, and
well, I really respect that. It's okay when people get live. They some people freeze up, some people get nervous, some people stutter, and then some people forget. So let me ask you this: how long have you been watching the show?
For about, like I said, since you were first on the, on the FEMA camps at the Walmart, and I've been listening to you every night.
Oh, that's awesome!
And all your callers. You're like my number one, YouTube channel that I listen to now.
I really appreciate that. Are you married? Do you have a family? And
yes, I'm married. I'm totally blessed. I'm out here in Colville, Washington. I'm sorry, I'm kind of having a panic attack a little bit because
I can tell. That's why I was trying to get you out of that. So, I could tell that some people get like that, and I can kind of tell who, what it is. So no worries. It's just like, you're just talking to me. You don't have to worry about, people do their thing. But as far as, you're in Colville. So what we should do is you can talk to me off camera, and then you'll be a lot better. You got to come to the local meeting. It's going to happen real soon. I'm about to announce it. I almost announced it today. We're going to meet up. There's so many people. There's 6 zones in Washington that are all actively meeting up. So that's very awesome. Are you willing to come to the meet?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Well, we can locally prepare. So yeah, your point though is you wanted to basically give your testimony to you are a witness in God's testimony, and I want to thank you for that.
Yes, okay. I know I still have some time left, right?
You have 1 minute and 20 seconds.
All right, so I'm a witness of the Lord. Okay. I'm going to snap out of it.
Okay.
Basically, after the Holy Spirit came upon me, I woke up 3 days later, and it was like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. I heard this music playing. It sounded like these angels, like with these hymns of voices hymning, like you would hear in like a cathedral church in Rome or something, right? And then I heard this voice speaking very hastily, and he told me, sorry. He said there's not much time left. There are many lost souls that I want to be saved. I want you to go out and tell everyone you know of my name and my words as my witness. And if you do, I will one day make you immortal. And if you don't, you will perish here on the end times of earth with many hardships.
No.
And then this other chorus of angels started singing, and it sounded something like out of a Viking Crusade movie. And they were singing, "Heaven is calling, thy kingdom come. Heaven is falling, thy kingdom come." And they repeated those verses, several times, and then they stopped. And then I heard the Lord say, I'm leaving this last chance of faith unto you. Rise up now and go. You know, and this was like, 6 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday, and I was taking all this in, and I couldn't believe it. But everything that I heard and the way the angels sang and everything was just so, harmoniously, like, it was so real that I knew it had to be God. And then he said it again, rise up now and go. And that's when I got up, and I hopped in the shower, and there was all these people.
Well, we did reach
on the riverside.
We did reach time, but I appreciate and I was. It's almost sounded like you were reading off of something. Did you write your dream down, or did you write that down, or is that something that happened to you? Basically, you felt like that happened.
No, it happened. I have prayers. I have stuff written down in front of me. By the way, this is all right out of.
I totally understand what you're saying. Some people. I get what you're saying. By the way, if you watch back, I'm laughing because people have had similar things, and then people were saying funny things in the chat. But sometimes I'll think about it, and I'll be like, somebody's very serious on the phone. They'll watch the show back, and then they'll think that I'm doing that to them. I appreciate your call, and I appreciate, and I think that you're totally cool.
One more second, Marfoogle. Please don't cut me off.
Okay, then please finish up, though.
Are you there?
You're 1 minute over.
Okay. I've got the U.S. Electromagnetics Weapons and Human Rights brochure in front of me, issued by the government. I've also got cyber electromagnetic activities.
And that's the kind of stuff.
I've also got.
So if you can send me that stuff, we can talk after the show, or actually tomorrow would probably be better.
Range Electromagnetics Association from the EA. I've got all sorts.
Okay. I don't want to be rude, but I have to stick to my own rules. I parked them, so just let them know we can connect. But we got many callers. Next up is Jerry. All right. So we've got Jerry from FEMA region number 5. How long are we going to take it is the topic. Let's see. Hello, Jerry. You are live on Marfoogle TV.
What's up, Foogle fam?
Hey, what's going on?
Not much, man.
Is this Jerry normally that says, because the topic he wrote in there, FEMA Region 5. Is this Jerry that always says, this is Jerry from Region FEMA 5?
Yeah, Jerry from FEMA Region 5. It's me. I'm just putting together my sermon for Wednesday and figured I'd call in.
Okay. And then, that's right, you're a pastor or a pastor assistant, is that correct?
Assistant pastor, yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, what's going on? I guess you said, how long are we going to take it? What does that mean?
Well, I watched a little bit of that Black Mirror from Netflix, and
creepy show.
A guy on there Banderdash or something like that.
That was
and this guy gave
creepier.
This guy gave a really good analogy of what we are here in America. He talks about Pac-Man as a nightmare, that all we know is consume, and we get chased around by one boogeyman to the next, and we're trapped in this maze. And if somehow we find the exit to a maze, it kicks us right back in the other side. And I was like, that's us in America. That's all we do is consume, chased around by one boogeyman to the next. And it's just, they give us these shots at birth. You know that America's got the highest infant mortality rate in the world. We're the only nation that gives shots to babies. And we got the highest infant mortality rate in the Western world.
Now,
they put all this junk in our food. They're microwaving us constantly. Our reproduction system is wrecked. I just read the other day that America now has not got the reproductive capabilities to keep society sustained, because they say you need 2.5 children for a reason. And that's to keep society uplifted, because the next generation is what keeps society held up. And you need 2.5 per every 2 people to keep it going, right?
Yeah.
And so, testosterone rates in men in America are now lower than they were, for a 50-year-old man 20 years ago. 20-year-olds now have lower testosterone than 50-year-olds. And you know that nobody asked for 5G. They're putting in 5G. It's direct microwave technology. You know, women are born with all the eggs they'll ever have for reproduction when they're born. And then they're getting microwave constantly. Nobody asked for this, but they're going to go ahead and push it anyways. You know, take over your own property to put one in.
Well, it's a slow depopulation thing. I mean, people go, well, why don't they just kill it? Because they would get in trouble for that. If they do it slowly and basically they're dwindling us. I think that there is going to be a big event, but there's something in the background that kind of helps it along. They're adding stuff to everything.
You got to realize who your enemy is. And if you realize who your enemy is, and it's Satan and demons, Satan doesn't know victory. People don't understand this, but Satan doesn't know victory. He only knows how to kill, steal, and destroy. He does not concerned with victory. He's stuck on this plane of reality with us, and all he wants to see is us suffer. And to Satan, for him to get power, they have to tell you what they're doing and then get you to go along with it. Everybody knows that they're being recorded, everything they do. Everybody knows they're being watched, everything they do. The new LED patent came out and said that there's a camera in every LED on your TV now.
What? What are you talking about?
Yeah, check it out. The newest LED patent come out said there's a camera in every pixel of your TV. And then they go on ESPN and say, hey, we're looking at these people live on TV. And people just don't even connect the dots. They just watched you live in your living room on ESPN. Everybody's got these Wi-Fi boxes in their house and they're microwaving themselves. I personally don't. I don't even have a smart grid box on my electricity. They come try to put one in. I was like, no thanks. You know, everybody has this knowledge and we all just sit back and take it. You know, they're going to get together and burn a city down because Trump got inaugurated. But yet we have all this knowledge that they're killing our children. They're killing our reproductive system. You know, they're watching everything we do. The Fourth Amendment's set on fire. It's just, when are we going to stop taking it? America's a warrior society, and our whole history, we've only known 12 years of peace. There's only been 12 years that we haven't waged war with somebody, and that's who Americans are. And, you know, all they can really do to attack us is, you know, try to fly a plane into a building. And if you believe jet fuel can burn down a skyscraper, you're smoking crack.
Oh, yeah, no, I agree. So we did hit time. Is there one more point? I wanted to go over a couple things. Just right before, I'll give you a chance to say one more thing. First off, the movie Bandersnatch. I don't know how many of you guys saw that, but the first point he made about how we are kind of like Pac-Man. You're getting chased from boogeyman to boogeyman, and right when you think you escaped, you flip back over right back into the maze. This Bandersnatch movie, which even Christopher Green made a video about and said that he said it was like mind control, is one of these pick your own tale, kind of like the Telltale series, where it says, you know, you're watching the movie and then it kind of has this black bar pop up at the bottom. It goes up and it says, you know, throw cup of coffee at computer or punch computer. And then, you can choose, and then the gentleman in the movie, which is a high-budget movie, throws the coffee or punches the computer. Well, there's some, I'm not going to spoil it, but there's some pretty graphic stuff, like you choose to do this or do that. And it has multiple outcomes, right? But really, one of the points of it is no matter what the outcomes are, it all has the same ending. So you think you're in control, but you're not. So there was multiple things in there that kind of made it look really twisted. But on top of this, a lot of people are saying that there's a secret message hidden in this movie, which is this would be a whole video on the main channel by itself if I wanted to. But so now, as far as the other points that you've made, there was a couple things there. But I did want to get on to the next caller. Is there anything else that you wanted to say before you go?
Yeah, my last point I wanted to make is that the smart grid, and, you know, they're watching everything we do, and people get on these social media apps acting like they connect us more when actually they destroy conversation. They destroy our literary
we don't talk
abilities. Exactly. They say, I use it because it keeps me connected, when all it does is make you depressed. All it does is drive you insane. You know, they put out a report that it costs more to delete the information they have on us than to just keep it, because they're constantly recording everything we do. And, you know, just the Internet of Things, they have predictive programming and everything, just like you were talking about the movie. They put it in over 70 shows that they were going to fly a plane into the Twin Towers. So when it happened, we would step back and take it. Now the news lies to us while entertainment tells us the truth. People have got to wake up and put their glasses on like and they live. They got to start seeing this world for what it is. Not for an entertainment purpose.
I agree. Well, thank you for that. And again, for any pastor or anything like that, if other pastors want to call in, you are more than welcome to. All right. Well, thank you, Jerry. Robert's on deck. I'm going to say goodnight, and I will talk to you next time.
Yeah, have a good one, Marv. And that new call-in thing is on point.
All right. Thank you. The kids are saying
God
on
bless you,
fleek,
brother.
on fleek now, or they might even be past that. They might even just be on drugs. I don't know. I think now it's like, oh no, it was like, you're on point. You're on fleek. Now you're on drugs. Okay? Now that's the new thing. Yo, man, you are on drugs. That's good.
You have a good
one. Sorry, I cut him off a little bit early. All right, next up is Robert. Let's see what it says. Robert from Auburn, California. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Hello. Is this Robert from California?
Yes, it is.
You are live on Marfoogle TV.
Yeah. Hey, I just wanted to call and congratulate you. It's been a long time.
Oh, snap!
Since FEMA alert or since the Hawaii missile alert.
This is
since then.
This is Wallace, isn't it? Is this Robert Wallace?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So, Robert Wallace, you followed my channel when I was little. You've been in and out, but basically you were not only one of my first supporters, but you kind of did your own thing, your own YouTube, and I just popped into your stream the other day and said hi.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, thanks for showing up.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, that was nice.
So yeah, thanks for saying congratulations. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you've come a long, long ways. I mean, I see your dream from what you wanted to do then, and it's just blossoming beautifully right now, you know? Congratulations.
Yeah, no, thank you. And by the way, you know what's so funny is when I first started on YouTube, you can see his picture right here. It's sideways. No. So I don't know if you remember this, but when I first started my channel, my picture was sideways too, and it was because I did it on a phone, and I just literally for the first 500 subscribers, my head was sideways, and I didn't know why, and I don't know what the cause behind it is, but you are the only person other than me that had the same stupid issue. Robert Wallace goes out and looks for bug out places. He's established. He's an awesome guy, got a family, but he also has this kind of side thing where he goes out and he'll find a bug out spot, camp it out.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
And he has a YouTube channel. Yeah, he goes. You haven't done as much, but you've been getting back on and doing stuff. 72
yeah, I've
subscribers.
been doing a lot of gardening. Doing a lot more gardening videos.
And you are a part of the original Marfoogle fam, original. In fact, Robert, do you know that you're still on my website?
Huh.
When I first started, had this website, and I'll just put on screen real quick. There's only 2 channels that are suggested at the very bottom, and it's Robert Wallace and Earndog's World. And it's been
back in the day.
Yeah, it's been a permanent staple on the bottom of my website. And then there's Dr. Kimberly McGeorge, who helped me with the computer when I think I had 1,000 subscribers. That's it. And she helped me get off the ground. People believed in me when I was really small. Would you agree? It was pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, I mean that was crazy time back then. I mean, for me. I mean, I've come a long way spiritually since then.
I know.
Especially in the last 2 years. It started for me about 5 years ago. You know, when I realized that there is a spiritual disconnection between me spiritually and physically and my brain and everything else. And now I'm kind of in the process. Now I'm to the stage where my spirit's in control of my brain. My brain's not in control of my spirit. So
now, so you're in California. You think that, one, we're going to have the Cascadia and the West Coast go, but you also think that we're about to be in a conflict as well.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about the Cascadia going because I'm in the high and dry line, so I'm not too worried about that. On the map, I'll have beachfront property, so I'll be nice.
Yeah, half of it will fall off, and you'll have new beachfront property.
Yeah, I just got to worry about all the stuff floating in from the city.
Well, I appreciate you calling in, Robert, and I'm sure some of the fam will go over and check out your channel. And make sure to keep doing videos and keep being creative. That's when I saw that, I was really impressed, and I just wanted to say, pop in and just let you know that I didn't forget about you.
Yeah, no worries. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Well, thanks. Have a great night. Be safe. Be prepared. And Marf out. And then we've got, looks like Jordan on queue. Let's see. We've got Jordan. Navy being cut in half is the topic calling in about. What's going on? You are live on Marfoogle TV.
Awesome. Hey, Adam. It's Jordan from Hawaii.
Nice. What is going on?
Not much. I'll be quick. I won't take up too much of your time. I just wanted to call about the Navy being cut in half.
Yeah. So what do you think about that?
So first off, I wanted to say that because I saw a lot of people talk about it in the chat, it's the Army's Navy. It's not the Navy. It's completely different.
So that's kind of funny that they put it like that. So you're saying they're going to be cutting... I guess you don't really look at the wording of it, huh?
Yeah. So the Army, a lot of people don't know this, we actually have more ships than the Navy. So we have like logistical ships and landing craft, whereas the Navy actually has, frigates, corvettes, and destroyers and stuff.
Huh. So
yeah.
Why are they even cutting it in the first place?
I'm not sure, and it's still a very big issue because, that's how we get supplies and vehicles to places. So, still a big issue, but...
So, I guess yeah. So, well, I'm glad that you corrected that. What do you think is going to happen in the next year?
I don't know. So, there's this really good book I've been telling everybody about it. It's called World War IV, WW4. It's written by Douglas Allen Cone, and in there he lays out 9 scenarios for the next World War. And everything that's in that book it's happening now.
Basically,
and the reason it's called
he puts it out. What is it? What is the name of it? I'm sorry.
It's called WW4. And the author, I believe he's a retired colonel, and he basically looked at the Cold War kind of like World War III, so that's why it's WW4.
Oh, okay. There we go. Let's see. And the author, what is the author's name? Because a lot of people do WW4, apparently.
Douglas Allen Cone.
Would you compare him to like somebody who's basically predicting the future, or?
Not predicting the future.
Oh, he's local. He's in Washington, isn't he? Or no, that's just somebody in Washington.
So yeah, he lays out everything, like South China Sea, NATO falling apart, everything.
Huh. It's just weird. I cannot find it. Maybe Google doesn't want me to find it. I even typed in his name, so that's all right. Well, I appreciate the suggestion. Is there anything else you'd like to say before you go? It looks like we have Joseph the Watchman 52 in line.
No, that's it. I'll hop off. Appreciate you taking my call, and the new setup you got for calls is awesome, man.
Oh, wait, thank you so much. Have a great night. Be safe.
You too. Bye.
So again, if you guys want to call in, if you want to talk about any of the topics that we're talking about, it is 224400 MARF. 224400 MARF. Again, 6273. If you don't have one with the letters. I always wondered, like, you know, if they just assume everybody has numbers, but some phones actually didn't have that anymore. At least when we were in the flip phone zone, a lot of them actually, there was like a style to do it without the ABC. Okay. Let's see. Looks like we might have lost him because okay, good. He's actually already on top of it. All right. Hello, you are live on Marfoogle TV.
Marf, Adam.
Good.
This is Joseph. Nice
Joseph
to meet you, buddy.
All right. Hey, how are you doing? What are you calling about?
I got a couple of things. I want to start off with something positive. I've been a watchman since about 2009 when I came out west from eastern Kentucky where I was raised. And the most positive information on the internet, you look up a guy named Ron Wyatt, RONWYATT, and I can testify to the fact, as I've learned in my life, I knew I was in that time when I was born, that these things were lining up to Scripture and Revelation. And until I got into some of the extra biblical texts in the book of Enoch, and there's 2nd Baruch and 2nd Exedras and the Apocalypse of Thomas, learning why they took those books out. But I can testify the fact that everything that Ron White testified about, that his sons were with him, and they got a museum out of Nashville, Tennessee, and he 100% told the truth about everything it's on the internet. It's not very widely advertised or known. But people should check that out because it pretty much proves the Scriptures are true. Yeshua, Jesus is... we're living in that time, Mark. The events, they've been doing trial runs, theming everybody on how to dispose of people and do things since Katrina, probably before. And the drills that are going on, it's in the final stages of Albert Pike's 3-part World War plan. The Antichrist has to show up after a bunch of chaos is happening, so they have to have that chaos in that war for somebody to show up with the answers. But to make a long story short, there's some very important things I need to share. And there's some people on the internet that's done some great work. A plaintruth.info does some good work.
And he's been like removed, and he was like deleted and then got back on, or didn't he? I know he at least got like removed and then kind of got back on or something like that.
Yeah, he's been proven directed energy weapons and a lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
And Nicholson, 1968, and Anthony Patch, and how they tie this in with the CERN collider and how the opening of the bottomless pit process has been worked on. And Nicholson, 1968, and there's a video with Anthony Patch about the dangers of vaccinations, and it's a short video, and Nicholson testifies and shows that they've got not black goo, also they got a thing called black programmable matter. And that's why all these nurses and everybody's having to take flu shots that'll never work. They're proven to never work because they got a way to put the mark of the beast on people more than just RFID chip. They're terraforming this earth for the fallen angels. And they're using all the stuff that the people are out there trying to tell people about with the mind control and the vibrational matter and all the things that are going on. But there's a spiritual aspect to that mark, and it's associated with buying and selling and worship, and it changes your DNA to 3-strand, 66 chromosome DNA, That's kind of one of the clues of the 322 Skull and Bones.
You're speaking Spanish.
You know,
Spanish, as far as I'm concerned. I guess this is you would have to kind of follow these different folks to kind of get what you're saying. Which, by the way, I always try to pull up the channels you're talking about, so then people can go and find that themselves and then kind of explore. So again, sir, we're reaching our time limit here. I just wanted to make sure you don't get cut off. Do you want to make one more point before we go?
This takes it takes a massive amount of research. I've done hundreds of thousands worth of hours of work, but the importance of having the Holy Spirit and coming to Yeshua is going to be the only protection at some point. I mean, it's just pivotal that, you know, if you prepare, you can use stuff to prepare with. Silver is going to be a good thing to buy. 99.9% coins are going up. That'd be good if you've already prepared. But having the Holy Spirit is vital, Marf, because at a certain point in time, and it might take a year or two before this all plays out, you know, there's no way of knowing, but at the sixth seal and 3 days of darkness is really looking like that's going to be the last chance. So, you know, I mean, there's still time to study, you know, and I'll try to, if I got some vital information.
Just give us a call, all right?
This is all lining up to Scripture.
No, I know.
I'll try to call you back. I appreciate your work.
Especially the 3 days of darkest. No, I appreciate you. You have a great night. Be safe, be prepared, and Marf out. All right, so it looks like we have Dylan in line. I just want to say first, thank you to the Nutsack 909 for the $4.99 through Super Chat. Here is the link to WW4 Discord /DouglasCon.com. I found it on DuckDuckGo. Isn't that funny that he found it on DuckDuckGo like nothing, but when I search WW4 on Google, it doesn't do that? Yes, I need to start using DuckDuckGo, but when I tried that for a couple episodes, it was finding different stuff that the thing is, Google is predictable at least. Really, special thank you. Happy Mama, thank you so much for the super chat. Marf, please contact Shauna. Alert, info. Of course, that was before that was about the stuff. The G1 storm. Wake Up TV. You are awesome. Thank you for the 10 through super chat. Peace to Marfoogle TV and the whole Marfoogle TV family. Just want to say, 9 Nizzle, DeAndre Lewis, welcome to the fam. Cleo the Queen, welcome to the fan. Michael Sukulo, thank you and welcome to the fan. Mr. Do It Again, welcome to the fam. Farm Girl, welcome to the fam. Rebecca Marie, welcome to the fam. Sheila Ann Hatchelkezalio. I'm going to try that one more time. Sheila Ann Hatchelkezalio. Welcome to the fam. The Lawn Care Landscaping Pressure Washing Channel, thank you for subscribing. And Shark Belly Kelly, you are awesome. Vegan Mikey needs. That's all they put. Vegan Mikey needs. By the way, vegan, you know, I would totally interview Vegan Mikey if they know. I don't know why they put that. I don't know. The Dawn, thank you so much for your one for the super chat. Syndika, welcome for subscribing. Remember, if you do subscribe, you do get a shout out. And that's it. Okay. Now that we got that out of the way, we are going to take the next call. Sorry about letting you sit there, Dylan. Let's see. And Dylan is local from Washington, and how the topic is how the world is a stage. Hello, you are live on Marfoogle TV. Dylan, what's up?
Adam, go see if the car will start, man. Go. Hang on 1 second, man.
No problem.
Adam.
What's going on?
Hey, man, it's so crazy. I got through it right now. Holy crap. Dude, weird stuff's going on right now. I'm hanging out with some buddies. We felt the ground shake, and then the power just went out.
Where
and,
you're in Washington, right? You're in my state.
Yeah. Holy shit!
What's going on, dude?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, but it's really weird.
Okay.
What in the heck is going on right now?
Okay, so I'm getting texts that are kind of weird too. I'm sorry. What part of Washington are you in?
I'm over on the west side, or the east side rather.
Okay, so you guys felt the ground shake, and then somebody's texting me that they felt it too. Okay, so where are you at? Okay, you're on the west side, and then yeah, I guess is that what you called, or you called about something else?
Well, sorry, I had to get into a quiet room, dude. There's I don't know what's going on. The ground just shook, the power went out, the car alarm started going off, and so we hit the car alarm, turned it off, and I just had my buddy go see if the car's even going to start now. These jets are flying over, and right when I answered the phone, one just flew over super low. It's freaking me out.
Can you do you have somebody making? You guys should take your cameras out. I'm getting other texts saying that okay.
Holy shit! All right, I'm gonna go outside really quick.
Okay,
quick.
Can you put the mic up, because other people are saying the same thing. You don't have to say your exact location, but what city are you in?
Dude, I can't even get outside right now. This shit's too loud. Sorry for cussing. But I'm over on the east side.
What is loud?
I don't even know, man. We felt the ground shake. And it was loud too, more than just a shake. It was rumbling. And, I live right next to some train tracks. So I thought, man, maybe it's just a loud train. But then, it shook. We shook. And the power went out. It still hasn't come back on. But, man, this is weird.
Okay, so go on. I guess to just keep it, if something else happens, let us know. But what else did you originally call in about?
I wanted to call and talk about how the world is a stage, basically. I was just doing a little bit of role play there. I thought I could roll along with it for a lot longer than that and make something look real, but I'm not that good of an actor, I guess. But I wanted to talk about how much of a stage the world looks like to me right now, because
you know that says that somebody in Ocean Shores says that they just had 9-foot waves come in. That's what they say. What? They're not 9 foot, not like tsunami, but basically they just had a huge wave come in and basically come in about 50 or 60 feet farther than what they normally come in.
Yeah, 9-foot wave is huge for Ocean
Shores. This is a good friend of mine. You know Washington, so I don't know if you know the Gray Gull, and there's a bunch of those little places. So I thought maybe you were over there. Okay, well, basically,
no, I'm over by Spokane.
The world is a stage, and then you can't believe all this, and then sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, I kind of cut you off there, my bad. But it's funny because I have a lot of time on my hands to do a lot of research, and so many people try to tell me that it's really a negative thing to do a lot of research and have awareness of what's going on. It seems like I can only really talk to people that look crazy in the eyes of society, but I see, this checklist of things that are going on with the New World Order and all of these false flags and all this political drama and stuff. And it's just, information is so weird now, where it's what is really going on? What the heck is really going on? Why are these people doing so many bad things? Why is the news full of so much chaos right now? It doesn't make any sense. Like, what's the point of having the New World Order agenda come through? What's the point of destroying humanity? You know, I guess that's a good question for you.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I don't know how to even answer that in less than an hour. So.
Oh, for real. Yeah.
You know. Well, I appreciate you calling in. We have reached our 5 minutes, and I would love for you to call in again. And yeah, so.
Oh, for sure. I guess to throw something out there like newsworthy, really, just really quick to talk about. You know, 9/11 would have been that was our chance. That was our perfect opportunity to secure our borders, and we didn't do it. And then on the flip side of that coin, we've helped other nations build borders, build walls for their borders. So I don't think that this is going to get resolved. I think that Big Brother wants a massive immigration problem in the U.S.
I think I don't know if they necessarily want it, but there's players all over the place. No, I definitely agree. Well, thank you for calling.
Yeah.
Have a great night. Be safe. Be prepared. And Marv out. Okay, next up we have, let's see. I just want to make sure I call out the wrong. AF Vet. So, Air Force Vet. Real quick, just to say a very special thank you to Cara Marie Relies UF. Cara Marie Relies UF. I don't know if that stands for something. Thanks for this show. All caps, like yelling at me like I just hear her.
Thanks for this show!
And then, you know, whatever. Donna's Home Place, Tennessee, or TN. I don't know. I think that's Tennessee. Thank you for the 5-3 Super Chat. So I just want you guys to know, when I don't ask for anything, if you guys do end up doing it, you are helping support us doing all of this. Everything in the background for Marfoogle Reports, that's all connected. Everything is, we're all trying to basically, we have really aggressive goals. And as far as trying to help as many people as possible prepare, like, we want to make sure that if people don't have the funds to get stuff like bug out bags, we're the opposite of Christopher Green. You know, Christopher Green was like, it's World War III. Buy your bug out bags here. We're actually trying to give them away. So that's the difference. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. What is it? Michael Dillinger, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Stephen Basin, thank you for subscribing. To Stephen. Stephen Dolan, thank you for subscribing. And again, if you do subscribe, you will get a shout out. Okay. Let's see. All right. What's the number for this one? Okay. AF Vet is up next. And then on deck after that is Danielle, first time caller. Hello, you are live on Marfoogle TV. AF Veteran here.
AF Veteran. Marf, it was me. I got cut off last time, bro.
Okay.
About the, Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No. It says the note says you spoke with him, active military, and we got cut off last time. What happened?
We were talking about the room that was found, and then I was going to get to, that was kind of like an icebreaker story about this base that I was at. And that's why I didn't give the name, because that base is kind of small, and the job that I had is even smaller. So I didn't want to give my real name. So that was kind of like the icebreaker story of
Didn't
the
you
weird
say there
stuff
was
that was going on at that base.
Wasn't there like a statue or something? Is that what you said?
There was there was murals on the wall of like disgusting, like they would have like it was like a harpooned whale with blood and just a bunch of weird stuff.
A lot of weird, gross stuff. So
we dipped out. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. So go ahead. You have 4 minutes.
All right. So a couple other incidences that happened while I was at this base. It's Minot Air Force Base. And I was there while they we'll say they accidentally, with quotes, flew some things that were new and clear down to Barksdale Air Force Base, which is a jump off point where they take things overseas. And they accidentally flew these live, new and clear things down to Barksdale. And they caught wind of it down there. And somebody put the stop to it. But there was like this caller that I just listened to say, what's the point of the New World Order? It's real. And whatever their point is to have the New World Order.
Okay, but what's the story, though, bud?
Definitely. It's the story with the them flying it down there.
Yes.
Flying
what though down there? I'm just a bit confused. Flying what?
We had B-52s that fly conventional and the other word.
Or
weapons.
They sing amazing songs like the Love Shack. They are multifaceted.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. But in this case, in this instance, they had some nefarious. It wasn't a very good plan that they had. But somebody caught wind to this. These were set to be decommissioned shortly thereafter, and then somebody was trying to make those go bye-bye. And where they were going to go, I have no idea. But I do know that they were set to be decommissioned with as many fail-safes. Even the commander at that base cannot shut off some of those.
Now,
so it came from way high up,
because
higher than that to get those down there.
We didn't ask. You mean the B-52s in Venezuela?
The ones in Minot, North Dakota.
Oh, okay. And then because we didn't get your rank for this show, what was your rank? Were you E4, E5? Which is
Staff Sergeant.
And which was what?
In the Air Force, it's E4.
Okay, all right. And then
it's basically, I had a line number, made staff, got the line number, didn't get to so on before I separated.
Okay.
So I separated as a senior airman.
Okay, just curious, just testing you there. Okay.
Testing me out.
Well, active military get really angry, especially there's a lot of local 11 Bravos. We've had fake military call in, and that's why we ask.
Right.
Real military can tell real military, and then they respect that we ask them because, if you're a real veteran, the last thing you want to see is somebody pretending to be a vet. Like, that pisses you off.
The last thing you want to see in the chat is people saying that that it's bullshit that you're even military, because I deployed 3 times, and you see these people in the chat saying that I'm full of shit or whatever.
Nah, and
it's not full. There's the thing
just to let you know, though, every
definitely
single vet that calls in, there's one person that says, this guy isn't a vet. But, that's fine. People don't have to, it doesn't matter. That's why we try to ask those questions or whatever.
Right. I separated as E4. And then Staff Sergeant I had a line number for Staff Sergeant. Didn't make the line number in time to sew on Staff Sergeant for the people that understand that are in the military.
And those people that are saying it probably aren't in themselves. So, well, thank you. We have reached time. I would love to talk to you over in Discord if you're in there. Really appreciate you calling in, and would love to see you next time. Tonight, let's see. We've got Danielle, first-time caller on deck. So, let's see. Bam. Hello, you are live on Marfoogle TV. Is this you, Danielle?
Yeah.
Danielle from
Hi. Yep, and I'm really, really nervous. I have social anxiety, so it's really hard for me to talk in front of people. But I've been wanting to call your show for a long time, and just once again, another testimony. I woke up spiritually, just like all of us that are here, have in 2012. And, you know, I started learning, I mean, my eyes were completely closed, and I started learning about, you know, the Illuminati, the One World Order, angels being demons, biblical prophecy. That was the biggest one. And I was just like trying to warn everybody, just like all of us are, of the times that we're living in, and, you know, martial law is coming, and the dollar is going to fail, and, you know, just everything that we're trying to warn about. And just like most of us, no one listened, and still no one really listens. But when this was going on, I had no one to talk to. There were only people like Paul Bagley and different people like him, Steve Quayle, but there were at least I didn't know of anybody, you know, having dreams and visions at that point. Like there was no one like you that I knew of. Does that make sense?
Yeah, there's nobody talking about it.
No one. And so I felt so alone, but I knew that the things that I was learning was true. And I, even with people making fun of me and, you know, not wanting to hear it or wanting to talk to me, I just, you know, kept pulling, you know, going with it. And, let's see. So then I actually fell back asleep, which was really weird, for 18 months. And I reawoke. It's like the weirdest thing, but it did happen. I reawoke right before Trump got elected. And at that point I was like, okay, so there's smart dust, there's, you know, nanobots, they're spying on us, they're going to catch us, like all this stuff. Yeah. Like it's scary. And, so when I reawoke, you know, Trump got elected. It was actually January 20th when, I decided like stuff was just falling apart. Like I had a business 3 years ago that was making 7.5 million, and it's not to boast. It went down half. Like 3 years ago, it went down half. And then, so a year, I lost my family, everything. So January 20th, 2 years ago, I literally hit rock bottom. I was like, what is going on? Please help me, God. Please, you know, forgive me of all of my sins. Please, like, help me to understand. Give me the truth. You know, I'm Mormon, or I was Mormon, and I had actually gone to the temple, like, when I was asleep in August. So I reawoke in November, if that makes sense. And I was wearing garments, but I was led to not wear them anymore. And I got in a fight with my husband. So that was another thing. And I was just like, please tell me the truth. And at that point, I literally was born again. That was my born again experience. And there are so many.
Are you still a Mormon, or did you turn in?
No, I'm not
a Mormon. Okay.
I'm not. No,
you're a Christian.
I'm a born again Christian. Yeah. And, you know, I still, like, I was able to go and bear my testimony at the Mormon church 2 weeks ago because no one knows about any of this stuff. No one talks about any of this stuff. It's the weirdest thing.
You go over to the Mormon church you used to go to and say, hey, wake up, look at all this stuff, smart dust, smart meters, chemtrails.
Well, I didn't say any of that stuff. No, I didn't say any of that stuff. That's like too much. I should, but I'm telling you, this is my second time that I've talked in front of people. I've been praying to like lift this spirit of fear off, and I can't believe that I'm even doing this because that's how bad it is. But I just was like, wake up, like we're in the last days, like, you know, God will pour out his spirit among all flesh. Young men and women will prophesy, and people have dreams. And like, this is what this is. And my point in calling is, you know, I used to be worried about these things. I used to be like, okay, I bought like all these books. How am I going to get a bunker? How could we go and hide? Can we put tinfoil over our room? And then, you know, the people up there can't see us. And I would stress. And, you know, I asked God, what is going to happen? And he will protect his people. He will protect his people.
I agree.
And you just have to be righteous, and you have to pray, you have to read the Bible, and you have to ask him to protect you. And, you know, these things, I know that a lot of people, like,
1 minute remaining.
Yet. Okay. He is the truth. He is the truth, and he saves, and he is coming back. And I hope that people that are listening will be a wise virgin and, you know, become righteous and repent. And that's why this is all coming down, is because there's just too much sin, and he's coming for judgment. And that's it. I'm glad that I got through that. And
I'm glad you said that because, you know, we don't talk about it much on this channel, but you can repent no matter how far you've gone down the wrong road.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of us have had those moments where we sit there and we just break down, we cry,
Yeah.
and we end up repenting for just anything and everything, and it's never too late, you know?
No,
So,
it's not. And you are seriously so awesome. I've been watching you from the beginning, and I think you're literally so genuine, and you are literally being led by God, and I appreciate you, and I know everybody else does. And I will hang up now.
All right. Well, thank you so much. God bless you, and I really appreciate you calling
You
in.
too.
All right.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Bye. Why is it scrolling pictures? I have no idea. Like, it just changed pictures on me. That was weird. How did it even do that? That's weird. Hello? McFly? Hold on here. This is so weird. I don't know if it's this box or what. Just had it like freeze up, and it was, once I put that creepy baby on or whatever, it just, ugh. What the hell is going on here? Okay, cool. It's like back to normal. Did you see that? I went to Twitter and it just like started doing creepy baby stuff. I don't like creepy baby stuff. There we go. Got it. Okay. Oh, a couple more thank yous, and then it looks like we got Danielle. We already had Danielle. Another Danielle? Let's see. Oh, okay. Joey is on deck. Let's see. Let's get Joey, and his topic is awareness delivered in quick form. Boom. Alrighty. All right, Joey. Joey, you are live.
Hello, again.
What's going on?
Remember me?
To be honest, no.
Well, you cut me off about maybe 1 week or 2 weeks ago.
That's right.
It doesn't matter the time.
Basically, we were at a time limit, and you said forget about the other callers, and just so you understand.
You remember?
Yes,
yes, I understand.
Just so you know, you are the only person up until that point of all of my shows I've ever hung up on. We've had technical issues, but we've never hung up on anybody. But what I was asking you, I said, we do have other callers, and you said, forget about the other callers. They don't matter. That's not
No,
true.
They do matter.
Yes, thank you for saying that.
No, they do matter, because you didn't let me finish.
Let's not argue about that. You were talking about reptilians. Do you want to continue?
Yes.
Okay,
now,
go ahead.
I'm gonna do this point form for you and for others. Okay, because we are very important. We are part of the whole business. What business? Well, I'm not gonna get into it right now. I'm gonna show you something. Okay, you're gonna type in Vatican Auditorium.
Vatican Auditorium. Is that correct?
Yes. Right. Yes.
Okay. Oh.
And I'm going to say again.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Look at that.
Oh, weird. So they're comparing it to a lizard in this picture. Is that, and then the teeth and the snake? Mm-hmm. It looks like a snake, huh?
Yes.
It totally looks like a snake. Did you ever see this?
Yeah.
No, not like this, but I mean, but do you think that that's because of the angle or the lens on the camera?
No, because you can look over the whole building, outside, inside, and there's no crosses. This is where the elites and the world controllers meet. And this is in Rome, Vatican. Undisputed. I'm going to get in trouble for this. But I will awaken many people through your channel, okay? And many others' channel.
Okay, and then what? Did you have another point to make?
Well, this is the other point. Look up TR3B patent.
Okay, repeat that one more time without pauses.
TR3B patent. A patent.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Let's see. What was that joke about the camels? Okay, one sec. TR3D patent.
That's right. There you go.
Okay. Okay. Say TR3B. This is the triangle. This is basically the UFO triangle that everybody says they see. They believe that there's a patent for it in whatever, government. So, okay, we looked it up. This is the images of the TR3Bs. So,
pardon? I'm not yelling.
all right, next caller. All right, so let's see. We have Wolf next. Let's see. We don't have a number for Wolf, though. Okay, so just jump over here. I do have 2 thank yous to say. It looks like we've got some new people adding to the fam as well, which, by the way, if you do subscribe, you will get a shout-out. Okay, John Deere. Deere, spelled all weird. Deere, the weird deer. Thank you for subscribing. Rachel Ludka, thank you so much. $10 super chat. Love the show. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you, Rachel. And Garrett Donovan, thank you for subscribing over on Twitch. Masked Truth TV, thank you for following over on Twitch. We only have 8 people over on Twitch, which I don't ever, I basically don't talk to the Twitchers. So, anyways, let's see. All right. Now we go to Wolf. Hello, you are live on Marfoogle TV.
Hello.
Hi, Wolf. You are live on Marfoogle TV. You are from Florida.
Yes.
Okay, what's going on? What's your topic tonight?
All right. I have to collect myself for this. All right, so go to YouTube.
Okay, what are we looking at?
Native American prophecy.
Oh, okay. Sounds interesting.
And type in, it's called, the channel's Karimeo Ahau, and you type in KURIMEOHAU. Yeah.
There's no chance I was going to remember that. How do you say it?
Karimeo Ahau.
Yeah, I might need to spell that. Let's see. Spell it slower, but not like I'm, need help to go to the bathroom slow.
KURIMEO. Meoahau.
Wow. I've never even seen Google not like say that some like it usually pops up with something that starts with K. So I'm not getting it. So is there a word or a phrase we can get out here and look it up because we're almost done with the show?
It's a space between the A and the O.
Between the what and the Earth?
The O and the A.
O and the A. Oh, okay. There. And that's you. What? That's weird. See, this looks like something else that Google's hiding. A space between the A and a. You would think it would say, "Do you mean Karimio Ahu?" That's just weird.
Try putting it in.
Well, no, it's there. We got it. So indigenous American to African American. So this is something they don't really want you to see, apparently. Okay, so what's going on? What am I looking for here?
This man basically shows you the whole truth, and that basically everything that's happening right now is to keep us away from God. And I've personally been targeted, and I don't really want to go into detail at my work, and
well, no worries. So there's something like this as far as we have to wrap this up in just a minute and 20 seconds. So just make sure if you want to get something across. So this is the YouTube channel. It's called Karimio Ahau. I'm going to show it because that's just too hard to say. But yeah, this is the channel if you guys want to check this out. Is there anything else you wanted to get across real quick?
I just want everybody to get as close with God as possible and be ready for what's about to happen. Have you ever seen Red Dawn?
Oh, yeah. And I will say this. Somebody just said that the Raytheon was confirmed. We are at the highest alert possible. And that they're saying basically a Red Dawn situation. So I don't know if that is true, but that is what people are telling me.
Right.
Yeah. So, well, no, I appreciate your call, and I would love to have you back sometime, maybe when you're not at work, a little bit less preoccupied. All right, let's see. I do not have time to get one more caller in. I wish I did. Shoot. Let's see. So let's not take any more callers there. I will. Okay. Shoot. I'll just turn Tony on for the end. Let's see. Hey, Tony. Tony, I can't. Sorry, Tony, I can't do my normal stuff. But luckily it was you as my last caller.
What can't you do?
I can't really talk. I've got to do my outro because it's at 1 hour and 58 minutes. But you know what I will do, Tony, though, is I will get you in tomorrow, okay?
All right, call me tomorrow.
And then people can say, oh, he's getting special treatment. You are going to get special treatment. Tony simply not only hooked me up with Laura Loomer, but he also has some amazing information on Vegas that we probably can't talk about, but we probably can talk about over on Twitch. So, by the way, Tony, I want to start doing some stuff. Good night, Tony. I will get you in the show tomorrow, and I really appreciate you. Have a good night. Be safe. Be prepared. And Marf out. And I want to thank everybody here that support, that watch, that anything else. You guys are absolutely amazing. Let me know your feedback. Please comment below. I don't know if you guys know this, but YouTube has changed everything to make it. If you comment below, even if you're watching on the replay, that does help us. If you like the show, that does help us. I know there's 2,000 people watching us. I don't expect you guys to all put a thumbs up. Even if you're going to put a thumbs down or whatever. It's going to help us. And then now it's way more than me now. We have families. We have all sorts of people that are playing a part in this movement. You know, as much as you can do as far as like commenting, sharing, that's great. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Laura Hall. I didn't even know you're here. By the way, tomorrow and every other day, I'm going to start making a list of the things I need to do. I need to say bye to you guys. I really do. Like, there's a lot of people that are in the regular chat. I'm going to say what's up to you guys, and I'm going to get more people in. This one is going to run a little bit past 2 hours, just a minute or so. The thing is this is all screwed up. Looks like K Smalls is actually live. You guys might be able to pop over there. Let's see. And shoot-a-looty. I want to thank my admin Frogger for helping with the call-ins. I want to thank Shauna. I want to thank a bunch of you guys. All right, guys. Peace out. Thank you, Laura Hall. And we are out. Thank you, Iris Lily Hammer. You're the best. Oh yeah, we're rocking out. We're rocking out like no one's seen. We will be right back. No, just kidding. It's over. Yeah! Thank you, Courtney K. Murphy, just being yourself. This outro song really sucks and we know it. Yeah. But I'm trying to make the rockers feel at home. No, I just can't do it. I gotta get some crappy instrumentals here to say goodbye. We are getting into the crappy instrumentals. All right, let's get over here. Let's stop this one. Let's go to Brooklyn. And let's hit it up with the Jazzy Jeff style Love. Thanks, Realist Show. I love you. Greatest American Hero. I love you. Graphene Stiletto. I love you. DJ KD JJ. Good night and good bless. You as well. Valine Shemitabatit. Thank you. Tiffany Jane. I think it gets weird when it's mostly Christians calling. Well, blessed with kindness, respect, and wisdom, says Honey Anamaya. Yes, he had a hard time speaking English, but he was trying. And Marf is supposed to let everyone have free speech. Yes, yes, indeed. Good night, Marf. Great show tonight, says SC. You did awesome. Marf is the boss. It's his show. Love it. Thank you, Sally12344444. Laura K. Marf is demonic. Maybe. Not. Nightmares on wax. Thank you, says Tristan Cummings. Alice J. Good night. All the mods. Much live. Sir Marf's a lot. Thank you, Anonymous Farm. SC, go spoon the Mrs. Foogle. I don't know if she'd like that. Negotiator, be safe. Thank you all. You guys have a great night, and tomorrow we'll be back with a better show, with a less suckier intro, less echo, or more echo. Like this. We'll just come in and echo. Gonna